Developing phonological awareness is a critical step in teaching our little ones to read, and children on the autism spectrum are no different. Welcome back to our channel, and thank you once again for joining us in this another day in the life of living on Autistic Edge. I am Terry and Alleyne, and we are here to share with you tips and tricks of how we navigate through our journey right here on Autistic Edge. Today, we'll be talking about developing phonological awareness. Now, you will hear words like phoneme, phrase like phonological awareness, and phonics. Now, they are from the same family, but let me just pause to differentiate a little bit so that you will understand as I go along. Now, phoneme is the smallest unit of sound in a language. Or you could otherwise say the study of sounds and their patterns, right? So that is phoneme, simply put, phoneme. Now, a phoneme, an example of phoneme is, for example, the letter C, which is pronounced K, or any letter of the alphabet, D, D, M, M. The sound of the individual letters are referred to as phoneme. Now, that is simple put. All right, let's talk about phonological awareness. Now, phonological awareness, on the other hand, is the ability to recognize and to manipulate the sounds of the spoken language. So, in other words, identifying and blending the different sounds or phonemes into words, and segmenting the words into sounds and recognizing the patterns in the rhyme and syllable structures. So that's kind of the phonological awareness. Phonics, on the other hand, is a broader view, and phonics focuses on the relationship between the letters and their sound, which enables you to decode words or to even encode words. And let me give you an example of where phonics will take relationship. For example, we have a rule in phonics that says when two vowels go walking, the first one does the talking. So let's look at one example of the elements of phonics where it shows the relationship between letters. All right, now let's jump over to my table here a little bit. We are going to use the word rain, for example. Rain. Now, rain is spelled R-A-I-N. Now, the concept of when two vowels go walking, then one does the talking. A and I in rain, the pronunciation now becomes A. If you should look at the phoneme pronunciation of each, it would be R, A, E, N. But when you have a relationship between the A and the I, when you put them together, the first vowel say its name. So it now becomes not A on E, but A. So the pronunciation here is A. So now you put R-A-I-N, you get rain. So you do not hear the pronunciation of the letter I. Now, that is phonics. That's a simple example of phonics. When two vowels go walking, then the first one does the talking, or the first one says its name, whichever nice little way you can put it. So here we have the phoneme, the phonological awareness, and the phonics. Now, Alex is not yet at the level for learning phonics and the relationship. So we are still doing phoneme, which is looking at the sound of the letters of the alphabet, and we are also doing the phonological awareness, which is the ability to recognize and manipulate each of these phonemes into words. All right, now, so reading is a great way, as you have seen in last week's video. If you haven't watched it yet, here it is. You can go right back and see the beauty of Alex reading. Now, reading is a great way to improve articulation in speech therapy. Identification of phonemes, the pronunciation and the articulation of the words. All right. Now, if you notice in last week's video, Alex has a little challenge in pronouncing the word big. Look. Big. So we're going to break this down a little bit by showing you some tips as how we can teach the word big, help him to identify big, help him to pronounce big. And we're going to look at the phonemes, developing his phonological awareness here. So here are some tips now that we can use, and we're just talking about the word big. So number one, we could do isolation, and we did some of that, of course, by saying the word itself, big. Say the word all by itself. Then we can emphasize the different phonemes in the word. B, I, G. B, I, G. Then we can break the word down. Number two, we can do a syllable breakdown. So we break down the word into 2 syllables. B and ig. B and ig. Say each syllable separately and then combine them. So you say the syllable B, having pronounced the syllable B and ig. And then you can work on them separately, B and ig, and then you try to combine them. Now that helps him with the pronunciation of big. Now, another technique you can use in teaching, and number 3, we talk about before, repetition. Now, here in this video, we spoke about the importance of repetition. If you haven't watched this video yet, you can go back and watch this one. So in here, we are talking about big. Repeat the word big multiple times. Focus on the articulation of each sound clearly so that the child can understand and the child can imitate. Because one of the ways in which our children learn, and that is by imitation. So you will see me doing a number of imitation with him in the way I form my lips and breaking the syllables and the pronunciation. And because we captivate his attention, and he will be looking at you and he will be doing exactly what you say that he should do. All right, so repetition. And the fourth strategy here, or the fourth technique here, is slow pronunciation. Pronounce the word slowly. When you say the word slowly, exaggerate on each letter sound. B, A, G. Big, B, I, G. Big, right? So do the pronunciation slowly so that the child can catch on. And another technique number 5, sentence practice. You can use the word in a sentence or in a simple sentence. So we are talking about big. You can have like the pictures of a cat, a dog, or even one of their favorite toy, and use the larger ones. You can say the cat is big, the dog is big, I see a big tree, that is a big truck, this box is big, and this box is little. Give me 5. Use big in a sentence so that they can kind of understand what we are talking about. Now, understanding the concept too of the word big, and in the reading exercise, 2 of the words that were prominent in that passage was big and little. Now, what my caregiver does during the week in helping him to understand the concept of big and little was to use objects. So we saw where, and I'm gonna show you some clips. Okay, so we saw where she went into my pantry and she took out 2 potatoes. So a big Irish potato and a little Irish potato. She also used boxes, so she showed a big box and a little box. So any kind of object to kind of differentiate between big and little. So objects help you to understand the concept or the meaning of the word. When they are able to understand how the word is used, that's another way for them to easily, when they see the word, they can say, oh, that is big. And number 6, another technique is you can do mirror practice. Stand in front of the mirror and watch the movement of your mouth as you say the word big. These are some techniques that we can use to help him with this word that he's struggling with. So now we will do a little exercise as to how we will teach Alex to break down and pronounce this word, big. It's a small word, but it's big, big. Now first I want you to find the letters for the word big. Big. Right? E. E.
N. N.
G. G. Very good. Very good. Give me 5. Give me 5. Nice. So now we have the word
Big.
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 All right. Let's try and pronounce the word. We're going to
Big.
look at the sound of the letters in the word. Now, what letter is this?
B.
B. And the B says?
B.
Very good. What letter is this?
I.
I. And the I says?
A.
A. Very good. What letter is this?
G.
G. And the G says?
K.
G. Very good. So we're gonna, let's pronounce.
B.
No. B.
B. I.
The I says?
A.
E. G. Come again?
B.
No. B.
B.
E.
K.
G.
G.
Come again.
B.
The B says,
B.
the I says,
A.
and the G says,
G.
good. Good. All right. Now we are going to break it into syllables. Now this is, look at the board, Alex. This is B,
B.
egg.
K.
B,
B.
egg.
A.
B, egg.
A.
Egg. All right. We are going to combine the syllables now. Help me to pronounce. It is B, egg.
G.
Big.
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 Yes. Come again.
Big.
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 Big. All right. Look at my mouth. Big.
Big.
Look at my lip.
Big.
Big. Say B.
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 B. The B says.
B.
The B says.
B.
B. Big.
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 Big. Very good. I like that pronunciation. This box is little. And this box is
Big.
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 Big. So this box is little. And this box is big. B. E. G. Say the word. Big. Big. Very good. I see it's giving you a little problem. But don't worry, Alex. We're going to work on this together. Alright? The box is. And this box is. Big. Very good. It's coming on nicely, you know. You want to do that one more time?
Yeah.
Alright, so let's try the pronunciation. This box is big. And this box is. Spell the word.
B. I. G.
Big. So this box is
Big.
big. And this box is
Letter.
litter. Give me 5. You did very well. Excellent for Alex, Alex, Alex. Excellent for Alex, excellent. Give me 5. Nice. The pronunciation of that little word, big, is giving a little challenge, all right? So we're working on it with the different techniques. So parents, it is important not to do too many techniques in one session, right? Space your child. If your child is getting it, then you can move along. If the child is not getting it, just be patient. Be patient with yourself. Be patient with the child. And remember, practice, practice, practice. The more consistent you are with your practice, the better will be your improvement. Thank you once again for joining us in this another day in the life of living on the Autistic Edge. Don't forget to like, comment, and make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell that the next time we put out another content, you will be notified.